If a lot of console games used to have a split screen mode for two or more players, now most features have moved online. Because of this, many players face the problem of finding new games for co-op play. Fortunately, there are still developers who create games with local co-op. Today, we will review the best cooperative games on PlayStation 5 for single-screen play. For LEGO enthusiasts, there's nothing better than LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. It's one of the largest LEGO games ever created. The developers at Traveler's Tales managed to fit the entire Star Wars story from all 9 films into one game. It boasts a huge number of playable characters from various episodes of George Lucas's creation. The game stands out for its art style, environments, and cinematic scenes. It features over 300 playable characters, 23 planets with legendary locations from the films, more than 100 vehicles, and numerous secrets. Completing the entire game alone or with a friend can take over 50 hours. For fans of the comics, movies, and TV shows about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like myself, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge will be a revelation. The game is inspired by the 1987 cartoon series and visually resembles the old arcade games. I was a huge fan of that Ninja Turtles cartoon, and especially loved them after playing the games on Dendy and Sega later. The 2003 cartoon series came out, which cemented my love for these 4 brothers. Then came the 2007 series and the Game Boy game, which I also had. I am a longtime fan of the Ninja Turtles. In this game, you and your friends will have to thwart Shredder's attempt to take over the Statue of Liberty. You can play as one of 6 familiar characters: Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, April O'Neil, Splinter, and Casey Jones, who needs to be unlocked. Shredder's Revenge took me back to my childhood, evoking emotions I hadn't felt in many years. It's not just a good beat-em-up and a worthy licensed game, but also a real time capsule that can take any child of the 90s and early 2000s back to their childhood, even if only for 2.5 hours. Heaven is the perfect game for couples. The storyline follows 2 lovers who decide to escape their cosmic problems and set up a new home on another planet. You'll glide over the planet's surface on gliders, gather resources, craft tools, cook food, set up your home, and whisper sweet nothings. There will also be battles where the couple must act together. It Takes Two is one of the few games designed specifically for co-op play. You simply cannot play it without another player. The game feels like a beautiful fairy tale, where you play as tiny dolls named Cody and May. You'll solve puzzles, fend off enemies, fight bosses, and coordinate your actions. With its simple gameplay and visual style, It Takes Two is suitable for the whole family. You can play in local mode or online. For online play, there's a guest pass. Only one player needs to buy the game and can then invite a friend to join the adventure. It Takes Two won the Game of the Year award in 2021, which speaks to its high quality. Overcooked 2 is a traditional indie game designed for cooperative play, perfect for the PlayStation 5. All actions take place on one shared screen. Each player controls their character and watches the others. To succeed in Overcooked 2, players must work together, mastering culinary skills to prepare complex dishes. You will travel around the world, experimenting with different ingredients and recipes so that you and your team can create the perfect dish. The game is very fun, requiring agility and quick reactions. Once you master the game mechanics, you'll become a professional chef. From the creators of Little Big Planet, Sumo Digital is known for creating fun and engaging games suitable for all ages. Sackboy: A Big Adventure is a charming platformer where you need to complete levels by controlling Sackboy, jumping, collecting various items, and interacting with the environment. The cooperative mode is somewhat reminiscent of Portal 2. Players must solve puzzles together to progress through the location. Up to 4 people can play this game, but 2 players are enough to complete it. For those who prefer lighthearted games that can be played with children, Sackboy: A Big Adventure will definitely meet your expectations. A Way Out is another game from Hazelight Studios, focused exclusively on cooperative play. Unlike It Takes Two, you take control of 2 prisoners trying to escape from jail. The game's story is full of tragic moments, betrayals, and violent scenes, so it is more suitable for an adult audience. There are hardly any puzzles, and the entire gameplay is based on exploring the environment, chases, and shootouts. Just like in It Takes Two, A Way Out has a guest pass system, allowing the game owner to invite any player for cooperative play without the need to purchase a second copy of the game. The Dark Pictures Anthology, The Devil in Me, is a horror game with survival elements and deep storytelling. It features both local and cooperative multiplayer. In local co-op, up to 5 players can participate, each choosing their character and passing the controller when it's time to make decisions. One wrong move can lead to the character's death, making the game engaging and atmospheric. If you're a fan of horror movies, pay attention to this game. Personally, I am a fan of such games, and recommend it for playing with friends. The Borderlands series from Gearbox Software continues to delight fans with dynamic shootouts and loot collection. Borderlands 3 has improved the gameplay formula of previous installments, adding a plethora of colorful special effects. There are no aggressive microtransactions, making the game more enjoyable. For console players, there is both horizontal and vertical split screen, as well as the ability to join other players' online sessions. Lastly, it's worth mentioning a classic fighting game, Mortal Kombat. This is the game we used to play when friends came over. Mortal Kombat 3 on Saga was especially popular for our tournaments. The most current installment now is the rebooted Mortal Kombat 1. This fresh reboot of the brutal fighting game explores the theme of parallel worlds while retaining traditional elements: bloody fatalities, broken bones, and severed limbs. Despite the 1 inch in the title, it's a direct sequel to the 11th part, where Liu Kang defeated Kronika and became the ruler of time, rebooting the world. In the new world, villains are either absent or have minor roles. The game is very bright, full of colors, with many decorations and scenes, as if everything happens under the sun or strong lighting. It's a step in a new direction, an attempt to give the series a fresh start while considering the classics. The theme of the multiverse and thousands of parallel timelines breathes new life into the plot, allowing developers to experiment. What could be better than playing Mortal Kombat with friends and beating each other up? Previously, there were more games with cooperative play, creating a unique atmosphere and unforgettable memories. I will never forget playing Mortal Kombat on Sega or going through the Ninja Turtles adventures on Dendy. Despite this, many interesting co-op games have been released on PlayStation 5. I hope you enjoyed the list and found a game for yourself and a friend or significant other. While working on this material, I collected games for another video. To recommend something, you have to play it yourself first, so the second part will come out in the future. If you want to add a game, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.